Some scientists think that time could flow backwards. Here's why. A few years ago, scientists conducted an experiment. They took a bunch of particles and put them in a box. Then they smashed the box open and let the particles fly away. This is what the setup looked like. They then repeated this over and over again, always in the same way. And here's where things get weird. In some of the experiments, when they smashed the box open, the particles didn't fly away. They flew towards the box. It was like they were rewinding. In other words, time was running backwards for those particles. Now, this doesn't mean that time actually reversed. There's a theory in physics that says, at the microscopic level, the equations that describe how the universe works don't forbid reversed time. It's only when you zoom out and look at large things that time seems to flow in one direction. This is a famous thought experiment that was first proposed more than 100 years ago by the physicist Paul Ehrlich. He imagined a world with two types of people, those who move forward in time and those who move backward. If you met someone who was moving backward, you'd probably assume that they were insane. But if everyone in the world moved backward, then it would just look like normal life. So if time did run backwards, would you relive your past? Perhaps you'd avoid getting that speeding ticket, or you might have a chance to say goodbye to loved ones before they passed away. If you like optimistic science and tech stories, follow for more. Here's the thing. The universe seems to have a beginning and an end. Everything has a cause and an effect. Nothing comes from nothing. That's why we know that in our universe, time can't run backwards. Or can it? When scientists zoomed out and looked at the big picture, the many tiny changes that seem to be running backwards actually added up to one big change. The same change that would happen if you played the film forward. They concluded that at the macroscopic level, time E and N run backwards because the second law of thermodynamics exists to make sure that entropy wins every time. But what if in another dimension, time flows the other way? What if there are universes where the second law of thermodynamics doesn't apply? Scientists have actually calculated the odds of this happening. And according to them, it's likely that many parallel universes exist with different laws of physics. Maybe in one of them, time really does flow backwards. If you like optimistic science and tech stories, stay tuned for more.